Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. I wanted to get another video or two for INT Rose's EZA. Definitely feels pretty good. For the most part, I think covering like how strong characters are right now in like the Dismal Future Red Zone or against the Shadow Dragon Omega does really cover things. But, you know, fighting like, you know, one of the Cell Max fights, or even the Metal Cooler Core, I think could show us some stuff. I mean, like, Red Zone Omega, Red Zone Broly, I feel like those fights are just a little easy. They can just get completely, like, mushed, honestly. Let's go ahead and jump in with LR Rose and see how effective we could be here. Not a great opening turn, but we'll make it work. Alright, so we don't have Attack Fusions on us. Who's in slot 7 is Chilai. Okay. Now remember, Rose is a Big Bad Boss's character, which means you definitely want to have Big Bad Boss's characters with him. AGL Zamasu will be Big Bad Bosses after this first turn. Okay, we'll hit this right here. We're probably going to take a lot of damage with the opener, but I do want to keep EGL Zamasu around, right? All right, so let's go ahead and see how we do right here. We are above, we want to make sure we hit 19 key. All right, super attack right away is unfortunate because remember, Cell Max does get an attack buff. How much is this right here? I mean, that's a lot. We're going to take a lot of damage at the start right here. Wow. Okay, that was a fast second super attack right there. Okay. I think we should be okay. It just depends on where this, if he does a third super attack. That was really fast. Okay. So we got double Tech Fusion Zamasu in the second turn. Okay. If we make it through this turn, we are looking good. Because remember, Rose will heal at the end of the turn. Zamasu will heal at the end of the turn. Tech LR, Goku Black, and Zamasu, they'll heal at the start of next turn. So we're going to get a huge, there's a Hidden Potential System addition right there. We're going to get a huge amount of HP regen once we start the next turn. Now Boo, I think Boo will probably die to a super if he does, well, maybe with a double super now we're good. But remember, Boo does have a substantial defensive build-up. So if this is super attack right here, it is, but we dodged it. I'm pretty sure that was death. So I would just like it to go on record. Look at our HP now, by the way. I would just like it to go on record that I am quite certain we are only alive right now because of the dodge build. This run was, we lost already, if not for dodge, I believe. Because it's not like Super Boo is mega weak or anything like that. Like, I certainly don't want to say that or come across like that. Right, so like he would have been fine in a normal situation, but we already had very, very low HP. So I think that dodge really probably did save us. All right, so now, like, after, like, that first turn was really quite bad. Now we're going to be able to really round into shape, though, and we should be able to begin terrorizing Cell Max here, right? When we go into the next rotation, we're going to have EGL Fusion Zamasu, who, of course, you know, is now going to have Big Bad Bosses. We're going to be able to get, you know, these very powerful links up. EGL Zamasu, he also does have a little bit of HP regen as well, right? What is that? It's when our HP, I believe, is below 90%. We're probably not going to get to turn 6, are we? Will we get to turn 6? Maybe, because maybe there's a chance we could see Rose's Scythe in this run right here. Maybe. We'll see, but we might be able to get that, which I think would be pretty cool. And I believe, again, EGL Fusion Zamasu, it's like 10%, let me see, 10% HP when HP is 90% or less. Yep, we'll get that. And then 10% HP at the end of the turn every time he gets hit 5 times. So my plan is to put him in slot 1. Well, unfortunately, the bastard split his attacks up everywhere. Is that 5? Let's see, 1... Dose, 3, 4, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a little unlucky that he's spreading it out all over, but we'll be okay. I mean, we still recovered a little bit at the start of turn. That's something that's good about a lot of these sort of like Goku Black and Zamasu characters, right? This is a really good turn for Goku Black, by the way. What's good is that we do have a lot of HP regen from some of these characters, right? INT Goku Black has got a little HP regen. They have a little HP regen. Now, a lot of the times, I'm not the biggest fan of running LR Goku Black and Zamasu. I think that they just can kind of like taper out really fast. They do guard at the start, but they take a ton of damage, right? So it's like awesome. Like I do, like, of course, characters have like the guard ability and stuff like that, but they still get cooked quite a bit. There's the guaranteed additional super, right? That is really one thing that makes this LR Rose EZA so good, right? Is the fact that they gave him the guaranteed additional super at 22 key. That ability is just, it's so powerful. It really makes him so good. I love that. I have really grown well past the point of enjoying hidden potential system additional normals and additional normals coming out constantly. So the fact that I don't have to worry about that is just really good. And now we're up to full HP. Chi-Lai healed a little bit at the end right there. So that is that. Yeah, so that was interesting. We got a really, really bad opening rotation. I feel like this run is a good example of why, like, so the Cell Max fight, and the Metal Cooler Core fight is going to be an example of this as well. We're just stronger than these two fights now, right? Whereas, like, if I'm fighting Omega or I'm fighting, like, these Dismal Future bosses, I've said it many times, these bosses right now are stronger than our best characters. But that's not really the case, I would say, for Cell Max and for the Metal Cooler Core. I think, depending upon the situation, we could still obviously lose, right? Things could go bad. But it's just, they don't have the same type of pressure, right? Like, we took almost all of our HP and damage right at the start, and then now we're just able to almost completely build it all back up, and we're looking really good, right? Okay, so we probably could finish off right here. Do we want to transform? Yeah, we might as well. I mean, this would probably ensure that we're going to finish Cell Max off on this turn. Let's do this. Alright, so you guys know the deal with him. If you get the Hidden Potential System additional with him, his damage begins to get really filthy nasty. I guess I'll hit this. That way, Rose, yeah, the Int Orbs will stay true for Rose. Let's focus on that. And then that should be GG. Pretty good turn. We have all links up except for Super Saiyan and Kamehameha. So now, I mean, I don't expect it to come anytime soon or maybe even ever, right? But the next thing they could give us is, I would love like a new Goku Black. I was going to say, my idea really has been a Rose Goku Black who, his first transformation into Rose is his intro. But, I mean, this LR Rose is actually a very competent character. Right? Like, I mean, they could certainly give us that, right? So it would be a new Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. But then they could give us the same name linking update. That's what we're looking for. Give us the same name linking update. I feel like that is actually just, like, such a big deal. We didn't get the Hidden Potential System additional. Damn. All right. So we're not going to be able to finish. Remember, Zamasu gets, what is it, the 50% defense for 3 turns from his passive. It makes him just a juggernaut defensively. And that is GG. Awesome. All right, pretty good. Yeah, so, I mean, using LR Rose, it's so funny. Like, I feel like the World Tour for LR Rose was very comfortable, wasn't it? Like, it wasn't really that bad. Compare that to the Dokkan Fest Tournament of Power Androids, where it's just like pure hell the whole time going through their World Tour. And then, like, for LR Rose, it was just, again, very comfortable. just very casually destroying these bosses, the team looks pretty good. Of course, I mean, Tech Fusion Zamasu is a fantastic character. Hopefully, you know, I don't think the Part 2 LR for the androids is going to be a villain, because we're doing Tournament of Power stuff, and the only villains in Tournament of Power are Hit, Frost, and Frieza. I don't know. I mean, I guess it could be one of them, but I doubt it. Although it could just be like a random-ass character, right? This time slot before, remember 3 years ago, it was Physical Angel Golden Frieza, and then the Part 2 LR was the LR Team Turles. So, I mean, I guess we could see something like that. So, let me know what you guys think. LR Rose, he has the juice.